What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charge It Up. For today's video, we're gonna be doing autopilot on Toronto streets. Let's go. Immediately coming up to a red light here, and autopilot will come to a stop all on its own at the line right over here. Nicely done. All right, turning green here, so the light is now green and the car will take off. When there's no car in front of you and it turns green, you do have to input either on the lower stalk to let it go, to make it go, or you push on the accelerator pedal to make it go through the green light. Obviously, I've talked about this a lot in my previous videos. Making the turn nicely here, coming up to, I believe, Morningside. We'll come up to a red light here. We'll stop and I will take over because I have to make a left-hand turn here. Made the left-hand turn. This will be a quick right-hand turn right over here, so I will take over once it does stop at the red light right here. So I will make the right-hand turn, so I'll take over, and now we will re-engage autopilot. Maintaining the 50. That's done. Slow down a tiny bit for that crosswalk. Coming up to a 90-degree turn here with the car in the middle of the road over there for some reason. So I will slow it down here. Let's see what it does. And because the car is there, I had to take over. I didn't want to go any further because of the car. I'll let autopilot now take over and continue on as we go down this road. There's a one-way bridge coming up now, and it looks like he's not letting me in. All right, so I did take over there for autopilot, from autopilot, so I can go over this single lane bridge. I did do it another video where I went through a single lane bridge, and it did actually do it on its own. It did it on its own because of the fact that there was a car in front of me, which is why it did it on its own. So it says yield to oncoming traffic. I don't see anybody there, so we'll let autopilot adjust here. Okay, I'll take over. Did not adjust as quickly as I thought it would. Continue on. Alright, coming up to an area here. Apparently it's a maximum 40. I'm going to take over because of that massive hole that was there. And there are no lanes. There's no lane marker here, so autopilot would have probably not let me come down this way regardless. Alright, now we're back on autopilot on Steeles Avenue eastbound, and this is a maximum 60, so I'll be doing 70 until it changes to, I believe, maximum 70 or 80. Got a light up ahead, so this is just flashing just as a cautionary, but the autopilot is taking it as almost like a intersection with a red light on there, so I just told it to proceed through. Nobody behind me, so I did slow down just to explain that portion. Alright, Steeles turning into 2 lanes from 1. Sort of went to the right and then adjusted immediately once it caught on to the double lane. Asking me to go through the green light here. I'll give it the approval. Coming up to a red light here, stopping, slowing down, and it will stop at the red light. Oh no, it won't. It's turned to green, so we are good to go. We'll follow the car ahead through the green light. No input from me is needed, and we'll just go on through. This is a newly added green light. Autopilot recognizes it, asks me to proceed through, and I will. It did turn yellow there, however, it knew that we'd be able to go through. It thinks there's a red light. It thinks there's a light here. These are out of order as of right now, not in order yet, but it did think that it was a blacked out stoplight. Coming up to a red light here. However, I will slow it down and ask for the lane change here. Nicely done, because I am making a left-hand turn here. Alright, now I'm going to take over, make the left-hand turn, and then go right back into autopilot. Coming up to a single lane, changing to a double lane, and autopilot comes back into the lane it needs to be in. Nicely done. I will ask autopilot to make a lane change here, and I brought the maximum down to 80. We will be making a right-hand turn pretty soon. Alright, back on autopilot now on Highway 7 going eastbound, and we'll continue with autopilot. Alright, coming up to a red light here. Autopilot will slow down and stop behind the car in front of us. It's turned green, the car will go through automatically. Coming up to a green light here, I will approve to go through the green light. And after the green light here, we'll ask for a I'll ask for a lane change right here. Nope, doesn't want to do it. Do it one more time. Nope, doesn't want to do it. Alright, I'll take over here. For some reason, autopilot did not want to do a lane change, even though I asked for it 3 times. Went right into that pothole there, and we will ask for another lane change here. Does not want to do it, and I'll take over. We're making a left-hand turn. So that was a little weird that autopilot did not want to do it, even though I asked it to, and there was no cars around, the lanes were there empty, and it just did not want to do it. Alright, made the left-hand turn. We're back on autopilot. Maximum in this town here, or through this town, is 50, so we are at 60. This is Baldwin Street in Whitby, Ontario. I just approved the green light, or the Model X, to go through the green light right here. Cars parked on the one side, staying away from that side, pretty much creating its own lane using the markers on the side over here. The light has changed. Now it is green, and it will just proceed through with the cars in front. No input from me is needed. Maximum 60 ahead here. This car is slowing down a lot, and autopilot will now start slowing down as well. Maximum 60, so it'll drop down to maximum of 70. This car head is actually doing 60 or 61, but yeah. Alright, we are a couple of minutes away from our destination here. I'll make a right-hand turn up ahead. I'll end the video here, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell on future videos with the Model X. Until next one, guys.